In His time, God will step into your matter, okay? In His time, God will step into your matter and you won't have to do a thing. You won't have to do a thing. I always speak from experience. If you have been watching me closely, you will see that my life has been up and down, up and down, up and down consistently for years. There was no hope. There was nothing in sight to say that this is the end of the journey, to say that this is the end of the story. It was utter hopelessness. I was just grieving. I'm a loner, a hermit, keeping to myself a lot. I just didn't have the way without the means to help myself. Probably because the options available, I don't want to go with the options. I was just strict with myself, or rather stubborn to give up. I was too stubborn. I refused to give up. And I suffered it all, the consequences of it, the benefits of it, of which it is now I'm even beginning to see the benefits small. It's now I've started reaping it small. I want to tell you that in His own time, God will step into the matter and you don't have to do a thing. Do you know why I say that? Because if you know how much I have prayed, there was a time I prayed like 40 days fasting, 6 to 3, for 40 days non-stop, non-breaking. Okay, 40 days fasting, 6 to 3, every day consistently for 40 days. That's to tell you how much I have prayed. I can pray, wake up in the middle of the night, wake up in the daytime. I will pray all sorts of prayers. Is it casting and binding prayers? Is it self-deliverance prayers? Is it release my blessing prayers? Is it fight those who fight me prayers? There is nothing I haven't done. And in it all, I keep maintaining. I keep try. In fact, it's God's grace, because I was suffering so much, yet I refused to give up in certain things that I consider below my level or standard I've set for myself, or principles. It's actually God that saw me through it, because I didn't even know how I managed to come out of it like that. There's this type of dryness of interest in doing certain things. It's just alien to me. I just didn't just know how to fall into that pattern. As if to say, if you know what you've not been used to, you can't start learning it at old age. Like if you're not ambidextrous, you're just using one right hand, you can't suddenly start using left hand because you want to fall into the habit. It doesn't work like that. But despite it, I believe my life is for a purpose. I believe my life is for a reason. And to tell you the truth, I have not fully come into the highest realization of it. It's just a step I took, and God is taking me somewhere. That I am certain. Even the starting of this channel, the spreading of my messages is part of the journey, and I don't know yet where God is taking me. The point or the summary of today's message is for you to relax. Know that when it is time, God will step into your matter and you don't have to do a thing. Why is it that you don't have to do a thing? Because when that time arrives, you will see that you don't even need to pray again. As if to say all the prayers you've been praying is now that they're beginning to bear fruit. It's not by too much praying or too much doing or too much acting. Not that it's not good. Those moments are very, very great. They actually bring you closer to God. They actually force you to go within, okay, and start feeding your inner man more and start feeding on your spiritual growth more. They are all good. But when that time comes, my brothers, my sisters, it's not by your prayers, it's not by power or might, it's not by your night vigils, it's not by your fasting and prayer. I'm not disputing or saying that God may not ask you to fast and pray, or that you cannot fast and pray and something comes to happen. I'm talking about people that have been facing serious blockage in their lives. Complete blockage, stagnation, no movement, no way forward. A particular thing you're asking for, no way out. If you have been experiencing that, remember what I said about divine timing and cycles of your life. They are very, very important. Very, very key to what God has planned for your life. So I'm talking about that time. When that time comes, after years of suffering, years of wilderness, that's what I want to tell you, that it is not by your prayers or by your actions. It is God because it is him that created you, that knows the plans he has for your life. And it's always planned for good, not of bad, to bring you the expected end. Jeremiah 29:11. Do you understand? So when that time comes, remember that the vision is but for an appointed time. He that created you, he that made you knows best. So you may be suffering and going on through those times. You don't even know what he's preparing you for, just like me now. I don't know tomorrow. I just know within me that God has prepared me thus far and is still preparing me for visions ahead. I just feel that I'm ready for that assignment. But to tell you the extent or where I'm headed exactly, I just don't know, because it can direct, divert, become anything tomorrow. So that time you're going through, God is preparing you for something. And when the appointed time for the vision approaches, my brothers, my sisters, you won't have to lift a finger. Even in the middle of the battle, in the midst of the battle, even as people keep fighting you, you will see that you're just like a baby sleeping on his mother's back. That is who you are in God's hands, carrying you in the palms of his hand. So the essence of today's message is just to encourage you, my brothers, my sisters, my beloved brothers and my sisters. I am here now with the privilege of the experiences I've had so far, sharing my experiences with you, experiences to give you encouragement, to add brightness into your life. When the time comes, you don't need to do a thing. You don't need to lift a finger. God will step into your matter and deal the situation. Because I used to say, when will I give testimony? I will go to church, people will be shouting, God did this, God did this. I will now enter in the same faith and say, God do for me. No way. I will do all sorts of novena. I will go to Blessed Sacrament. I'll count my rosaries. I will do, oh my Jesus, I will fast from morning to night. At the time it became habit. It's not regretful. I'm not saying these things with regret. It actually grew me. It actually, made me strong in the spirit. Because right now, I don't have any issues with fasting. I don't have any issues with praying. I can even be walking on the street. I will be kabashing within me. That is who I am. That is what I have become, to the glory of God. So all those things are very, very important. Those wilderness times, whenever you discard them, it's like thou shalt not despise the days of your little beginning. Those wilderness times, do not take them for granted. But when your time arrives, when it is time, remember that when we talk about time arriving, it's not about our gratification or material satisfaction. No, it's about your assignment. Mind you that the reason you have not been elevated to that place of material comfort and gratification is probably because you're not ready yet. If God allowed it many years ago, you would have been lost. Imagine that very first job I mentioned in the story of my life that I got, that offered me a car. We lived in a hotel for months. I was just how many years? Remember, like 12, 15 years from that age now. I would have been, lost in the world, probably. But let me just take it that that's not the path God wants for me. Maybe I was too young to handle success, to handle such upliftment, plus the naivety of my mind. Okay, but God stopped me and used the incidences of that experience to cut my speed short. God will not come down by himself and soil his hands by giving you evil setbacks. No, it is those witches and wizards around you that will still do the work. That is why I keep saying they are there for good reason. Yes, Jesus needed to die and resurrect to bring salvation to mankind. But God didn't need to come down and crucify him. It is wicked people around, schemers, the betrayers, Judas Iscariot, name them, Pharaoh, Pontius Pilate. It is them that will be used. It is their destiny. Okay, so be glad. I'm telling you from experience now, when I was experiencing it, I was not glad. I was sad. At a point, I hated God. I can look God in the sky and say, Waka. I imagine that's if he's actually in the sky, literally. That is to tell you the extent of my despair, my pains. Okay, my sweet brothers and sisters. If my message is touching your life, if you're going through wilderness in your time, talk to me. I need to tell you more. Let me hear you in the comments. Find encouragement. You will get there. But remember, it is not about you. It's not about your pocket. It's not about your personal glory. It is not about popularity. It's not about fame. It's about your assignment on earth. It's about the message you're meant to give to the world. That is why I'm here. Perhaps I'm now ready. And God has matured me a bit. And say, oh, young Bidor. And I started my channel. And I started passing the messages God has been teaching me all this while. My dear, the same will apply to you. Because when God steps into your matter, He will deal with your situations, and you won't have to do a thing. You won't have to lift a finger. Remember the 4 lessons of letting go and letting God. And one of them is that finally you learn to sit back, cross your legs, raise them on the couch, relax as you watch God fight your battles. Thank you very much for listening to me. As always, do have a lovely time. And remember, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, go ahead and do that. I appreciate it every time I see a new subscriber. Like this video, share it, okay? And leave me your comments there. I'll come back right at you. Have a lovely time. Bye.